So what we've got here is we've got my LinkedIn. Um, 90% of most of your jobs um, will come from recruiters if you're in a technical field. And, excuse me for doing this because it is a Sunday and it's like noon. I'm about to go out and do some more charity work. But when you get your followers up, you're going to be able to market yourself in such a way that you'll be able to make connections and get into meetup groups. And meetup groups are important. Like, if I've ever pitched anything, it's all about the meetups. Go to those, especially ones that have to pertain to code or programming or whatever have you. Okay. So without further ado, let me get to start typing here. So get to LinkedIn. You know, this is like my profile. You can do your thing, um, whatever the case may be. So let's move on. GitHub. Get an account at GitHub because you will be more discovered. You will be discovered from your actual uh, code that you do. Now this one is for Spawn Core because I do it. But if you ever want to see my actual repo, let's see. Can we find mine? Let's see. We'll go for a search. GitHub Wine developer. Yeah, there we are. This is actually my personal repo. As you see, I have almost 55 repositories of code that I've done. There's a product that I'm creating. It's called Ulysses. And basically, if you ever want to just jump in and see my repositories, you can. But I'll be honest with you, the best thing you can ever do for yourself is, and I know this may sound funny, but apply for a job and allow them to browse your repositories, the code that you've done, you know. Um, but for the moment, I'm working with the actual Spawn Core site, and this is like the beginnings of their thing. Um, as you see, it's 2017. It's June 11, 2017. So it'd be smart to do that because you'll be amazed of the traction you'll get and the ability of getting a job soon and quick. So without further ado, I'm going to take you to Spawn Core's training page. We did a little revamping. We put the training on the top bar now. So you just got to click on the training on the top and then you can begin. And as you see, you've got all these lessons here. This lesson that I'm going to be doing today is going to be all about keywords and Go. So as you see here, this is the latest version as of the date. It hasn't been updated since November 18, 2016 because there hasn't been that many updates since then. But for the moment, as you see, there's operator. Remember the arithmetic we showed you earlier? You see, you can do sum, difference, product, quotients, remainders, bitwise and bitwise or bitwise XOR, bit clear, left shift, right shift. You know what I'm saying? Um, you've got a rack of arithmetic operators here. Okay, let's go back. Let's say you wanted to do logical operators. See, like there, and conditional, which means the word and. So if P then Q else false, get that? P and Q, get it? And if it's both, you see what I'm saying? It's like right here, one more time. And conditional and P and Q is if P and Q else false. Get it? If they don't equal, then it's false. So it shows you how to use the operators for comparison. Um, Another one that I like to look at would be like your methods, your strings. But let's look at the methods. Okay, so like A type may have a method set associated with. The method set of an interface is its interface. So a classic example would be something like you have a car, and your car has wheels. It also has a steering wheel, and it also has a door. So the method of the car would have steering wheels, and a door. That's what basically a method is like setting up all your little pieces of your object so that you can reuse it later on. Follow it? Um, there's other things as well, but I encourage you, to go to the Google search looks like this: golang keywords, and then you would basically go to Google, type in that word, and then click on this, and it'll show you how to use what I've been teaching you all along. Now, as you know, the subsequent chapters are going to be, the subsequent lessons, they're going to be a little more advanced. We're going to get into more topics, but they're not going to be, for say, fully on Go. They're actually going to be focused on a product that we're trying to create that a customer could actually use. Because I believe that if I continuously show you the basics, at some point you won't be able to utilize what you're learning. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to build an application that can take instances slash VMs. That means computers, virtual computers. We're going to take those virtual computers and we're going to stick them into GCE, which is standing for Google Compute Engine. Now, everybody's wondering, why am I endorsing Google so much? I'm going to tell you why I endorse Google so much. First of all, their prices are reasonable. So that means that unlike their competitors, when you're trying to do something, Google gives you a credit of $300 off the fly to start with their platform. Now, during that time, while you're spending your $300 with their stuff, which is for free, by the way, they will tell you, hey, before you go about doing this, you may be spending too much, so we recommend you use this based upon your usage, which is another huge big plus on Google. But we're not going to get too much into that as well. But just know that your boy Corey has done a lot of research, and he found out Google has the best pricing and some of the best technologies. And besides that, they're one of the largest corporations in the whole wide world, and they have access to multiple resources. And I think AWS is okay, but if you want to get into somewhere where you will be marketable everywhere in the whole wide world, you might want to focus on the Google technologies. So, the moral of the story today is that I want you to focus on your keywords. You look at that link I gave you earlier, right here. You want to come to here, and you just want to peek at these. You don't have to memorize these. You don't have to know them by heart. Matter of fact, I don't know them by heart. I don't really care to know them by heart, because if I need to know them, I will come to this page and I will look them up, and then I will use them in whatever script or code that I create. So without further ado, I just want to make sure that you understand to come to this page. Everything that I've shown you up to this time will actually show you, the actual consumer of this product, how to use their product. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I got to get ready to go to the Spawn Core thing, and I wish you all the best. All right. Bye bye.